What's up, guys? It's Onmuu once again with another tips video for you. Today is all about communication with your team. Communication in a team-based game like Apex Legends is basically what separates a good team from a great team, in my opinion. So I'm here to just basically give you a few basic tips that can help you guys when it comes to communicating with your teammates effectively in game. So with that being said, let's jump right into tip number 1 for you guys. Alright, my first tip for you would be to communicate exactly what you're doing at pretty much all times for your team. So say you're moving into a fight and your teammate is like, say, 5 seconds ahead of you or 10 seconds ahead of you. Just literally let him know, like, hey, you're fighting on your own for like 5 or 10 seconds. I'm running up to you right now. Or say you get weak in a fight and you have to heal. You literally just let him know, hey, I'm popping a heal, and like give him kind of like the time left that you have till your heal's done, so he knows when you'll be back into the fight. Basically doing that just avoids the awkward situation when you're sitting in the lobby and your teammate's like, dude, where were you at in that fight? And you're like, oh, I was healing. And it's like, well, if you let your teammate know that you were healing, maybe he wouldn't have been staying in the fight the whole time. Maybe he would have tried to play his life a little bit longer so you could get back into the fight and help him. So basically just those small things, communicating exactly what you're doing, can avoid those situations and maybe have you come out on top of more of your team fights. Alright, these next tips are going to go more into depth and more into like the competitive environment of Apex. So basically tip number 2 I would say is don't stay silent during downtime. Basically what I mean by this is, like, say you're playing near end zone and end game in like a building near the end, and it's like zone 2. Not much is going on around you. But basically, don't stay silent in the building. Like, look and just relay all the info that you can, even if you don't think it's necessary. Like, you could be calling people that are, like, ballooning from 400 meters away. Just keep feeding info, keep your mind active, and basically doing that is it's going to stop you from basically what I like to call falling asleep at the wheel, because Apex is a fast-paced battle royale, and you don't want to get caught lacking in a building near endgame. So just basically feeding all that info and stay moving when you're in the building is going to just keep you aware of the situation, and it's going to help you from not getting caught falling asleep, you know? Alright, my next tip for you guys would be to keep comms to a minimum near the end game. So for anyone that's ever competed in a tournament, they know, like, the tournament end games can be absolutely hectic, absolutely crazy. So to stay coordinated, basically you want to let your IGL guide you into the end game and through the end game, and keeping the other two teammates' comms at a minimum. Basically what I like to say is your two teammates that aren't the IGL should basically communicate their damage, any knocked players, and if they are healing. Those are really the 3 main things that they should communicate to the IGL. Everything else, let the IGL kind of communicate. All your plays, all your rotates. That's just basically the best way to stay coordinated and have all of you, all 3 of you in sync near the end game. Alright, my next tip for you guys would be to save the yelling for after the tourney. I know every team's different, but in my opinion, you guys shouldn't be yelling at each other during the tourneys. Like, it's a high-stress environment, so tensions are definitely going to be flying if you guys make a bad play, or someone makes a bad play that they shouldn't have, but there's no need to keep beating down onto that person. Because, I mean, they already know they fucked up. They're already kicking themselves. There's no need to just add to that. You're just going to shatter their mental. But that being said, obviously you want to point out what you guys did wrong so you guys can correct it on the fly in the tournament in case you run into that situation again. But just doing it constructively is the main thing that I'm trying to get across with this one. Alright, and for my final tip for you guys, it would be to communicate even when you are knocked. So basically when you're knocked, you have a unique angle because you can constantly feed free info to your teammate. And I don't mean just spam pinging, because that does absolutely nothing for your teammate. That's probably going to make him play worse, if anything. So stop it, guys. You guys know who you are. But basically, I don't know what can showcase what I'm talking about better than this clip right here. Rezzing right on the door. Peek from that door, you got him. You got him off of it. Probably heal. He's coming around the other way. He's outside coming back to me. He is rezzing path. You can get an angle on the balcony. Back inside. He's going up the stairs, 2nd floor.
Oh, I died.
He's on 1st floor, coming upstairs now.
Ugh. Can't see him.
He's on first floor again. He's going out the door closest to the train. He's back on the first floor, gonna res the Wraith.
Okay, I'm gonna heal.
He got hopped off the res. He's coming up to the second floor.
I'm out of shock ammo.
I'm sorry, the path bled out. He's stuck outside on the door. Go.
That was the best sequence of callouts I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh my goodness.
So as you guys can see in this clip, even while I was knocked, I was feeding my teammate crucial info that could have potentially helped him in that 1v1 gunfight. So long story short, keep your comms short and descriptive, even when you're not. It can make a absolutely huge difference in the outcome of the gunfight. So guys, that concludes my tips video for communicating with your teammates. So if you guys enjoyed this topic, like is always appreciated. And as always, feel free to comment below what future topics you guys want to see next. I really enjoy making these tips videos for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. With that being said, my name's Onmuu, and I'll see you guys later.